Hey, Rob Do with infowars.com. We've just made a discovery from one of our local contacts, Jim Johnson. We're going to speak with him in a second, but look over here. We have police trucks with, it looks like water cannons mounted on top. So we're going to go get a closer look. And they've got, it looks like the scoops. Those of you who remember Soylent Green, the scoops are on their way right here in Dresden, Germany. The scoops are on their way.
The scoops are on their way. The scoops are on their way. I repeat, the scoops are on their way.
These are just, this is just a few blocks away from the site of the Bilderberg meeting taking place in Dresden, Germany. This is the top of the church last night where we confronted Mr. Tillich, Stanislav Tillich, who is the governor of Saxony. So we're very close. On the other side was the square where we did the Pegida event, so we're very close by to everything. They've got, it looks like the scoops. Those of you who remember Soylent Green, the scoops are on their way right here in Dresden, Germany. The scoops are on their way. We also have, which looks like a kind of a bastardized LRAD system, a lot of loudspeakers, probably to scare protesters off. So here we go. We got two giant water cannon tanks ready to go after protesters. We have the scoop. We have some sort of an LRAD system being developed. Jim Johnson, why don't you come on in here? You found this morning just walking by.
Yeah, that's actually, I came here because I wanted to get some cards for my telephone to be able to take some video of the protest actions later. And I just happened to see these here.
Amazing. And you talked to the guard, and what did he say?
Yeah, he said there was just some kind of a protest that was supposed to be going on, and these were here in case things got out of hand.
Yeah, so there is an anti-Bilderberg protest being planned for Saturday. There have been several going on, very small, unorganized, but as you can see here, the police are expecting something big, probably through their intelligence services, through Facebook or Twitter or whatnot. But yeah, they have, once again, the scoop, this green scoop here, ready to pick people up maybe and throw them in the back, like what they did in Soylent Green. A LRAD vehicle right here with loudspeakers on it. And then we have these two water cannon tanks. These are giant systems. Let me go stand in front of it. You can see how big they are. I mean, these things are giant. How you doing, sir? American media, how are you? Are you from Germany? From Germany, Deutschland? Yeah. All right, so you can see these are pretty tall. It looks like they have, I'm not sure what these are. I guess these are cameras mounted on the front so they can see around all sides. They have the emblem of the country on them. Brand new, brand spanking new. Looks like these things haven't seen much action, unlike the Millennium Falcon. And then you have, looks like the water cannons on the back. You have a camera on the back. So these are definitely anti-protest battle tanks ready to come out and take on protesters. Now, we've seen two people arrested so far in this incident. We've seen a couple from England. What were their crimes for being arrested? The first infraction was having a cardboard sign, okay? One of them had a cardboard sign that says, what do they have to hide? The other one said, this sign will be confiscated. Those signs were confiscated. Their second offense, carrying a loaf of bread, which said the police said could be used as a weapon. Now, their third and final offense, having a tent. So having shelter in the city of Dresden is unallowed. They don't want people to have these. Hey, are you guys from Dresden? So what do you think of these tanks that they have parked here for the protesters?
I don't know anything about it.
You don't know, do you know about the Bilderberg meeting?
Yes.
Yeah, you know about it? What do you know?
Not much.
Yeah.
Just a meeting between important people.
Yeah.
Yes, nothing more.
Yesterday, we talked to the governor of Saxony, Mr. Tillich, Stanislav Tillich, and he admitted that it is essentially a lobbying group, and they like to meet in secret because they're figuring out ways to divert money to different channels. Do you think that's something our government officials should be doing?
I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you should learn. Bilderberg.org is one place, also infowars.com. You should learn more about the Bilderberg group because these people are meeting right now in your backyard, one of which is a war criminal, Henry Kissinger.
Okay.
Yeah, no comment?
No comment.
All right. Well, you have a good day, sir. Look up the Bilderberg group. Okay, they're doing a lot of things behind the scenes, and our government officials should not be meeting behind the scenes in private meetings while we, using our tax dollars, have to pay for their multi-million-dollar security. Like this. You're paying for this right now. 2 water cannon tanks and a scoop and a loudspeaker vehicle. These are all ready for protesters. They fear people talking about this so much they have to get out tanks to stop protesters. Does that seem like a democratic society?
No society I know is a democratic society.
Ah, you're right. Because they're all really run in secret. You're exactly right. You hit the nail on the head. How long have you lived in Dresden?
My whole life.
Yeah?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the police close off an area with metal barricades for a meeting that doesn't exist, a private meeting, which they've done in front of the Taschenberg Palais Hotel?
No.
No? You've never seen that?
No.
So what don't you think people will be interested in learning what's going on in this meeting?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Well, do some research and see what you can find out, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, let's get one more. Hi, how are you, sir?
No.
You don't want to be on video?
No. This is private.
Okay.
Kalender.
Uh-huh.
And no filming. Okay.
No filming?
No filming.
All right, we'll go outside on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you work here?
Yes.
Okay. So we've just been asked to leave, so we're going to go ahead and... What's the fastest way out of here? Over here? All right, we're just going to go out this way. Been asked to leave. They don't want people talking about what's going on here, obviously. And so we're going to go out front and film a little bit more so you can see more of the battle tanks that are ready for protesters wielding French bread and tents and cardboard signs, because that's what they're really afraid of. Paul Joseph Watson, do you have a comment on this?
Well, we saw yesterday the people were harassed for a sign that said, you know, where's the transparency with Bilderberg? Then, as you mentioned, we got reports that they were treating a loaf of bread as a threatening weapon. These are 2 protesters that have turned up. They're probably going to be, what, a dozen, 2 dozen there maybe tomorrow, who knows, but complete overreaction again. This is all on orders of Bilderberg. They're completely paranoid. They're completely scared of any attention whatsoever. That's why they have this overkill every year.
Yeah, I think this is ridiculous to bring out water cannons like this and have them positioned ready to come out and attack protesters. You know, and they claim, you know, oh, we're democratic, we're free. It's a fake freedom, okay, people? You've all been sold this bill of goods that everything's free. It's not free. There's nothing free in the United States. The only people that are getting anything free are the migrants they're bringing in to create these little time bombs. They give them free housing, free food here. They're shipping them all over the country of Germany. 1.5 million just in the last year and a half. So we've obviously pissed off, I guess, the people here who run the parking lot because they came over and asked us to leave. But we did get some good shots. You got some good shots of that, Josh, right? Yeah. I mean, look at these. Look at on top. So I guess these are giant water tanks that will hold the water to spray at the protesters. Look at this. We even have a bigger tank in the back here. Didn't see this one. And look at this. A police battle vehicle. Yeah, this is something you'd see in the SWAT team, something that was from the military that's been decommissioned and now they're using it. It's got a big toe on the front. What else? That's probably a battery system, but who knows? I mean, it's got the scoop on front of it. So who knows what they'll be performing. It says Stormy Struzer. So maybe it's some sort of generator that they're going to have to power these things. This also has a scoop on the front of it. So we have 2 scoops now. The scoops are on their way, Josh. The scoops are on their way.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Remember, Tuesday is Soylent Green Day.
Today is Tuesday!
But the scoops are on their way. So with that, I guess we'll see if these things come into action. We're going to be reporting on this and many more stories at infowars.com. This is Rob Dew reporting live from Dresden, Germany for infowars.com and prisonplanet.tv.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor. Der Feind operiert jetzt am nördlichen Stadtrand zwischen Frohnau und Pankow und im Osten ist der Feind bis zur Linie Lichtenberg-Marsdorf-Karlshorst gelangt.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner
konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer sind Sie? Jeder hat mich belogen, sogar die SS! Die gesamte Generalität ist nichts weiter als ein Haufen niederträchtiger, treuloser Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Nicht als Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager!
Thousands of years ago, there was a basic form of chivalry. Our ancestors would hear the drums of war, giving the warriors of the tribe a chance to organize and prepare a defense. 60 years ago, when foreign air forces were approaching filled with bombs, they had drums of their own, air raid sirens. But in the 21st century, there are silent weapons for quiet war. Pathogens added to the food and water, into the lining of plastics that destroy our vitality, turn off our hormones, and accelerate our journey towards death. I personally counter this onslaught with Anthroplex. Anthroplex is designed with known organic concentrated herbs to create the basic foundation to normal metabolic activity inside the human body. Discover why Anthroplex is turning so many heads today. It's time for us to take our bodies back into our own hands, and it starts at InfoWarsLife.com with Anthroplex.